Welcome to our channel, Joji USA Quiz Channel. I am sure 99% Americans don't know this useful information about 50 states of USA. This video contains names of 50 USA states, their flags, capitals, statehood dates, major cities names, and an interesting fact. Comment your score and country name at the end of this video in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe our channel for watching more informative videos about USA. Episode 3. 50 States of USA. State number 1. Alabama. Capital is Montgomery. Statehood date December 14, 1819. Major cities Birmingham, Huntsville. Mardi Gras in Mobile predates New Orleans. State number 2. Alaska. Capital is Juneau. Statehood date January 3, 1959. Major cities Anchorage, Fairbanks. Has more coastline than all other U.S. states combined. State number 3. Arizona. Capital is Phoenix. Statehood date February 14, 1912. Major cities Phoenix, Tucson. Has more national monuments than any other state. State number 4. Arkansas. Capital is Little Rock. Statehood date June 15, 1836. Major cities Little Rock, Fayetteville. Only state with a public diamond mine. State number 5. California. Capital is Sacramento. Statehood date September 9, 1850. Major cities Los Angeles, San Francisco. Nation's most populous and economically powerful state. State number 6. Colorado. Capital is Denver. Statehood date August 1, 1876. Major cities Denver, Colorado Springs. Highest average elevation in the U.S. State number 7. Connecticut. Capital is Hartford. Statehood date January 9, 1788. Major cities Hartford, New Haven. First phone book published here in 1878. State number 8. Delaware. Capital is Dover. Statehood date December 7, 1787. Major cities Wilmington, Dover. No sales tax in the entire state. State number 9. Florida. Capital is Tallahassee. Statehood date March 3, 1845. Major cities Miami, Orlando, Tampa. Most visited U.S. state by international tourists. State number 10. Georgia. Capital is Atlanta. Statehood date January 2, 1788. Major cities Atlanta, Savannah, Augusta. Atlanta has the world's busiest airport by passenger count. State number 11. Hawaii. Capital is Honolulu. Statehood date August 21, 1959. Major cities Honolulu, Hilo, Kailua. Only state that grows coffee commercially. State number 12. Idaho. Capital is Boise. Statehood date July 3, 1890. Major cities Boise, Idaho Falls, Nampa. Produces over 1/3 of the U.S.'s potatoes. State number 13. Illinois. Capital is Springfield. Statehood date December 3, 1818. Major cities Chicago, Springfield, Peoria. First skyscraper built in Chicago, 1885. State number 14. Indiana. Capital is Indianapolis. Statehood date December 11, 1816. Major cities Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, Evansville. Has more miles of interstate per square mile than any other state. State number 15. Iowa. Capital is Des Moines. Statehood date December 28, 1846. Major cities Des Moines, Cedar Rapids. Only state bordered by 2 navigable rivers, Mississippi and Missouri. State number 16. Kansas. Capital is Topeka. Statehood date January 29, 1861. Major cities Wichita, Topeka, Overland. Park home to the geographic center of the 48 contiguous states. State number 17. Kentucky. Capital is Frankfort. Statehood date June 1, 1792. Major cities Louisville, Lexington. Has more navigable miles of water than any other state except Alaska. State number 18. Louisiana. Capital is Baton Rouge. Statehood date April 30, 1812. Major cities New Orleans, Baton Rouge. Only U.S. state with political subdivisions called parishes. State number 19. Maine. Capital is Augusta. Statehood date March 15, 1820. Major cities Portland, Bangor, Augusta. Closest U.S. state to Africa, at West Quoddy Head. State number 20. Maryland. Capital is Annapolis. Statehood date April 28, 1788. Major cities Baltimore, Annapolis. Home to the first railroad station in the U.S. State number 21. Massachusetts. Capital is Boston. Statehood date February 6, 1788. Major cities Boston, Worcester. Springfield home to the first U.S. public school, Boston Latin, 1635. State number 22. Michigan. Capital is Lansing. Statehood date January 26, 1837. Major cities Detroit, Grand Rapids, and Arbor. Has the world's longest freshwater coastline. State number 23. Minnesota. Capital is St. Paul. Statehood date May 11, 1858. Major cities Minneapolis, St. Paul, Duluth. Minnesota has over 11,000 lakes, not just 10,000. State number 24. Mississippi. Capital is Jackson. Statehood date December 10, 1817. Major cities Jackson, Gulfport, Biloxi. Home of the first human heart transplant in the U.S. State number 25. Missouri. Capital is Jefferson City. Statehood date August 10, 1821. Major cities St. Louis, Kansas City. Springfield ice cream cone was popularized at 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. State number 26. Montana. Capital is Helena. Statehood date November 8, 1889. Major cities Billings, Missoula, Bozeman. Has more cows than people. State number 27. Nebraska. Capital is Lincoln. Statehood date March 1, 1867. Major cities Omaha, Lincoln, Bellevue. First state to complete the Transcontinental Railroad. State number 28. Nevada. Capital is Carson City. Statehood date October 31, 1864. Major cities Las Vegas, Reno, Henderson. Over 80% of the land is owned by the federal government. State number 29. New Hampshire. Capital is Concord. Statehood date June 21, 1788. Major cities Manchester, Nashua. Concord first state to declare independence from England. State number 30. New Jersey. Capital is Trenton. Statehood date December 18, 1787. Major cities Newark, Jersey City, Atlantic City. Has more diners than any other U.S. state. State number 31. New Mexico. Capital is Santa Fe. Statehood date January 6, 1912. Major cities Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces. Home to the oldest U.S. capital city, Santa Fe, founded 1610. State number 32. New York. Capital is Albany. Statehood date July 26, 1788. Major cities NYC, Buffalo, Rochester. More people live in NYC than in 40 of the 50 U.S. states combined. State number 33. North Carolina. Capital is Raleigh. Statehood date November 21, 1789. Major cities Charlotte, Raleigh, Greensboro. Krispy Kreme donuts started in Winston-Salem. State number 34. North Dakota. Capital is Bismarck. Statehood date November 2, 1889. Major cities Fargo, Bismarck, Grand Forks. It's the least visited U.S. state, but stunningly scenic. State number 35. Ohio. Capital is Columbus. Statehood date March 1, 1803. Major cities Columbus, Cleveland, Cincinnati. The first professional baseball team started in Cincinnati. State number 36. Oklahoma. Capital is Oklahoma City. Statehood date November 16, 1907. Major cities: OKC, Tulsa, Norman. Has more man-made lakes than any other state. State number 37. Oregon. Capital is Salem. Statehood date February 14, 1859. Major cities: Portland, Eugene, Salem. Crater Lake is the deepest lake in the U.S. State number 38. Pennsylvania. Capital is Harrisburg. Statehood date December 12, 1787. Major cities: Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Allentown. Home of the first computer, ENIAC, 1946, at UPenn. State number 39. Rhode Island. Capital is Providence. Statehood date May 29, 1790. Major cities: Providence, Newport, Warwick. Smallest U.S. state by area. State number 40. South Carolina. Capital is Columbia. Statehood date May 23, 1788. Major cities: Charleston, Columbia, Greenville. Charleston is one of the oldest U.S. cities, founded 1670. State number 41. South Dakota. Capital is Pierre. Statehood date November 2, 1889. Major cities: Sioux Falls, Rapid City. Only state with a monument to 4 U.S. presidents. State number 42. Tennessee. Capital is Nashville. Statehood date June 1, 1796. Major cities: Nashville, Memphis, Knoxville. Elvis Presley's Graceland is the second most visited home in the U.S. State number 43. Texas. Capital is Austin. Statehood date December 29, 1845. Major cities: Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio. Largest state in the contiguous U.S. State number 44. Utah. Capital is Salt Lake City. Statehood date January 4, 1896. Major cities: Salt Lake City, Provo, Ogden. Has the largest saltwater lake in the Western Hemisphere. State number 45. Vermont. Capital is Montpelier. Statehood date March 4, 1791. Major cities: Burlington, Montpelier, Rutland. Only state capital without a McDonald's. State number 46. Virginia. Capital is Richmond. Statehood date June 25, 1788. Major cities: Virginia Beach, Richmond, Norfolk. Home to the Pentagon and CIA headquarters. State number 47. Washington. Capital is Olympia. Statehood date November 11, 1889. Major cities: Seattle, Spokane, Tacoma. Only state named after a U.S. president. State number 48. West Virginia. Capital is Charleston. Statehood date June 20, 1863. Major cities: Charleston, Morgantown, Huntington. Known for whitewater rafting and stunning mountain landscapes. State number 49. Wisconsin. Capital is Madison. Statehood date May 29, 1848. Major cities: Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay. Has more than 15,000 lakes. State number 50. Wyoming. Capital is Cheyenne. Statehood date July 10, 1890. Major cities: Cheyenne, Casper, Laramie. Least populated state, but home to Yellowstone's majority land. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel to watch more informative videos about USA. Twice a week.